Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow art enthusiasts, picture this. You're strolling through an art gallery, admiring the creativity and beauty on display. Suddenly, a painting jumps off the wall, taps you on the shoulder and says, "Hey, we need to talk about the world's problems." Intrigued? Well, today I'm here to share how art extends beyond the walls of the museums. Welcome to the enchanting world where canvases and sculptures become storytellers, where art not only entertains, but also enlightens. Throughout history, artists have wielded their creativity as a weapon of awareness. They shine a spotlight on the issues that often go unnoticed, silenced, or underestimated. Paintings, sculptures, literature, music, and films, all these mediums have the potential to evoke emotions, initiate conversations, and spark collective action. Art has the uncanny ability to engage our emotions and senses, compelling us not only to pay attention, but to emphasize, and, most importantly, to take action. Now, I'd like to share an example of how courageous artists have had a profound impact on my own journey. They've inspired me to embrace bravery, shifting my focus from art as a business to creating it for the people, enriching lives with creativity and beauty. I'd like to share the story so that you will understand that, just as my fellow artist Raphael Angel said, art by itself can't change anything, but art can bring people together around the table to start a conversation. Let me start by introducing you to a shining exemplar of such artistic influence, Keith Haring. Keith is known for his vibrant and dynamic graffiti-inspired art, featuring bold lines and figures, addressing social and political themes, and employing techniques like quick gestural drawing and strong contrasts. Keith Haring displayed remarkable courage in the 1980s in the USA when he took a stand to raise awareness about AIDS and challenge the stigmatization of HIV-positive individuals. Now, at that time, when HIV was a mysterious and largely misunderstood disease, Haring fearlessly confronted a society that often subjected HIV-positive people to ridicule and scorn. Similarly, a beacon of bravery in Russia is iSpeak. iSpeak is a Russian electronic music group. They openly address present social and political themes, including internet freedom, domestic violence, and censorship, using their music and music videos as powerful tools for advocacy. For example, their song "No More Deaths" tells us that the government doesn't see real problems or doesn't want to see them, and that it's easier for the government to silence people than to solve problems. iSpeak refuses to be silenced and boldly brings these crucial issues to the forefront of public discourse. Inspired by the fortitude of both Haring and iSpeak, I have committed myself to addressing environmental challenges in Kazakhstan. For example, in this painting of mine, what do you recognize from Astana? Maybe you noticed the concrete pillars of the abandoned government light rail project, the LRT? I left behind the LRT, a grotesque reminder of the abuse of power and corruption that has long been a curse in Kazakhstan. The LRT project serves as a symbol of the misallocation of resources and spotlights the imperfections within a modern system. However, despite this imperfection, I try to imagine a brighter future. This painting is a visual metaphor which vividly illustrates the potential of humanity in restoring the climate and nature. Against the backdrop of this revitalized green urban landscape, people move around on bicycles, taking care of their own health and the environment. Their choice to keep up with nature and use eco-friendly vehicles has become an important link in the fight for climate recovery. Overall, I hope that you will be inspired to take a self-critical look at the past, emphasizing the importance of our choices in the present and future. In another of my paintings, I imagine a future in which people disappear. In this future, nature restores itself. It prompts us to ponder our significance to nature. The foreground showcases rusty wrecks, once loyal companions, now forgotten and being conquered by the green, vibrant foliage. This artwork conveys a message of hope and equilibrium. It encourages viewers to reflect on the balance between technology and nature, the paramount importance of our choices, of preserving the natural world, and the extraordinary possibilities for restoration when we honor and prioritize the environment. Like having an ice pick, I am fervently committed to catalyzing change within my country. Through my work, I aim to foster actions and conversations that will lead Kazakhstan toward a more sustainable and healthier future. Another artist who has been a profound source of inspiration in my own artistic journey is, of course, Aya Shalkar. Aya's project Ayel, dedicated to domestic violence and sexism, has been particularly impactful. In one of her videos, she films herself with pialas, Kazakh teacups, stacked on her head and bruises on her arms, demonstrating domestic violence against women. Now, often, domestic quarrels are accompanied by broken dishes. Aya's video creates a new narrative that compares fragile dishes with the equally fragile lives of women. Aya's dedication to highlighting women's stories and their struggles has driven me to create artwork that mirrors similar themes of female resilience and strength. Currently, I'm working on a painting called Kurt, which I'd like to share with you guys. Now, what feelings do you get looking at this early draft? Probably not happiness. This painting draws inspiration from real incidents in the Akmola concentration camp for women. During the Soviet Union, in Kazakhstan, as in other republics, the authorities pursued a policy of persecuting those who were considered traitors to the motherland. Most often, such categories of people included political opponents, intellectuals, and cultural figures. Women who were the wives of these traitors to the motherland were thrown into this Akmola concentration camp for women. They were starving, so the locals cleverly fed them by throwing kurt at them. Kurt is Kazakh national food. It's salted and dried hard cheese that is small in size and good for throwing, which was convenient because the guards confused the kurt with stones and thought that the locals were mocking the prisoners. In the current version of my painting, I try to shed light on the resilience of women, of female prisoners. Now, your perception of this artwork may have shifted due to the intentional use of vibrant colors, which are meant to convey not the tragedy, but the innate kindness and compassion of humanity. I want you to see how they shared threads of hope among themselves in a dark and cramped room, symbolizing metaphorical struggle and solidarity. In another piece, I foregrounded a pregnant woman warrior, interweaving numerous references to Kazakh culture into the intricate background. To pay homage to the remarkable heroines of Kazakhstan's history, I wrote their names within the artwork, highlighting their enduring significance. This work celebrates beauty and strength of Kazakh culture while paying homage to the unyielding spirit of women who endure life's most challenging trials. I want you to take away a sense of appreciation for the powerful representation of a pregnant woman warrior, symbolizing the resilience of full women. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that my art has shown you that we have the power to ignite change, unite humanity, and inspire each other to think, laugh, and create, and love. In the spirit of Aya Shalkar, I Speak, and Keith Haring, let's continue using art as a powerful tool to address societal problems, celebrate life's beauty, and bring joy to others. Together, we have the power to make art accessible, interactive, and, above all, a catalyst for positive change. If you only remember one thing, remember that art is not just on the walls, it's all around us. So, go out there, share your unique perspective with the world, and create. Who knows, your art might just tap someone on the shoulder and say, "Hey, we need to talk about the world's problems." Thank you, and keep creating.